Hi, Lee. Okay, here is your 6309 from July 1977. I see a lot from July 77. It's interesting. Usually when I see a 77 watch, it's either from March or from July. I don't, not all the time, but very often it's interesting. There's your movement. It's looking good. Let's look at the numbers, and the numbers are good. Typical for these, it's out of adjustment and it's got some beat error going on, but the amplitude is quite decent for one of these, especially from an early one, a 77 like this. But you can see the signal's basically clean, and it's steady, even, strong. It's not going up and down or not getting any wavering. No, it's holding too. No, it's definitely a good starting place. So, you said that you'd wanted one of these watches for a while, and you were afraid, rightly so, of buying on eBay. You didn't want to buy a piece of junk, and then you're talking to your neighbor, and your neighbor goes into his sock drawer and says, "Well, I've got one of these," and he pulls this out. Well, what do you know? It's a 6309 7049. It's from 1977. It's a great watch. We still see, I mean, the movement's a little hazy, but we see the shine on the plates. See the machining here and then the polish here. And it's, we're getting a little bit of a hit around the edge of this mainspring barrel and some grease. See this ring of grease right there. So I'm sure the mainspring, it's original. I mean, the mainspring barrel is going to be full of this grease, and it has worked its way out beyond this. But it's a good starting point. It's a very good starting point. The seals are original. You had talked about whether or not the crown was original. Crown is entirely original. That's correct. It's just the seal is denaturing. It's turning from rubber into goo. And you can see this black junk here. That's the seal turning literally to just garbage. See the black on the end here? Just junk. But I'll have to clean it out. In cases like this, I'll need to soak it with petroleum distillates, basically to dissolve that seal, the remains of whatever that seal is in there. It takes a few times to get it clean, but the seal itself will go away, and then the crown will be good. Dude, 77. And it's got the classic 77 tan loom with white hand loom. The only thing that's funky, this watch had one servicing mark inside the case back. It was either serviced in 2000 or 97, or who knows, both. But this hand, whenever they put it on, it's bent slightly. It's curved up. So I'm going to have to flatten this hand a little bit, but it should be fine. Dude, that's a nice watch. You're missing your pip, but I can replace this. I have a method to basically create a new pip, and then I have a special kind of loom that I've created that mimics original Seiko loom, and that's what I do here. This is a really nice watch, especially for what you paid. That's a really nice watch. Yeah, that's a really, really, really decent watch. This is a great starting point. Great starting point. Crown screws down all the way. This is a nice watch. Okay, I don't think there's really much else to say. Seals, service, definitely a crystal. Seals, service, crown rebuild, obviously, with new seals. That's all part of the deal. Recreate your pip for you, and that really should be about it. The only other thing is the lower mainspring arbor port might be worn. I definitely saw a hitter on that edge, but we'll see. That's a nice starting point. 77. Rock on. Okay, bye-bye.